Oh man, I have what you call a football-sized family. I am one of 11. Uh, I have the same mom and same dad. Yeah, my dad was very accurate what he was doing. Um, they had 11 kids in 11 years. It was coming out. It was a hobby for them. They were doing it. My mom was pushing babies out, like a T-shirt cannon. You've been to an NBA basketball game. You've seen those cannons. It was doing it. We even nicknamed my parents growing up UPS, which means unprotected sex. That's all they did. They just made things happen. It was kind of crazy with them growing up in a big family like that. The weird part about it is I'm one of the older siblings, and we never even knew my mom was actually pregnant, people. Never even knew. She never, showed any signs of pregnancy, never got a big stomach, didn't pick up any weight. All she would do is say, hey, kids, gather around. I'm going to the hospital. I'm not feeling well. Your Aunt Jean's here to watch you, and I'll be back. We would go to sleep, people, wake up when there was a baby sitting there every time. Year after year. At one point, we thought Mom was stealing kids. We thought she was stealing babies. Do you know how scary that is to think your mom is stealing babies? She walks in like, hey, kids, would you guys like to watch cartoons? Like, no, we want to watch the news. We need to find out where all these babies, where they're coming from. And she had a perfect alibi, because every time we had babies, we would move to a bigger house every single time. And once we got to 11 kids, it was really hard to find like a landlord that's going to rent to somebody with 11 kids. So she had to lie to him. She was like, listen, I only have is 4 boys. That's all I knew. I have 4 boys. That's it. Then told us as a unit, if the landlord would ever show up unexpectedly, it was just a birthday party. That's all you had to do. Pretend it was a birthday party. We had a birthday closet all prepared. It had a fake cake and balloons in there. The doorbell ring like, bing, bong. I'm like, hey, man, it's the landlord. Cold Blue, happy birthday to you. Put your hats on. We might get evicted. Hurry up, guys. Hurry up. In any household, you got to have, discipline. My mom and my dad was big on discipline. However, didn't always have time to, discipline us around our spot. So they scheduled our whoopings. You ever had a scheduled whooping, sir? Those were scary. My mom's hours was from 1 to 3. That was her hours. Never missed an appointment. All I was doing, people, one day was bouncing on her brand new couch. I was just bouncing like, ah. She walked past like, Kenny, you're bouncing on my couch, 1 o'clock. Messed my whole day up, people. It was 8 o'clock in the morning. I had 5 hours to sit there and think about a scheduled whooping. She's like, go out and play. You don't even want to play right when you got a scheduled whooping on deck. My boy's like, Kenny, man, we're going to play basketball at 12:30. You going? I was like, nah, man, I got a thing at 1. A meet and beat with moms. Now, the hardest thing I think, with having a big family is going like family trips, especially when your car growing up is a 1976 Chevy Nova. A lot of people don't even know what that car looks like, but it's very tiny. Now, we had to go somewhere, my mom would just yell out, hey, who wants to go to the zoo? And you had to drop whatever you was doing and make a mad dash to the car. Now, if you was one of the kids didn't fit, you just wasn't part of the family that day. That's how we looked at it, and we just drove off like, it was wild. And if you have multiple kids, parents can't stand when you argue in a car. They can't stand it. They don't like hearing, he's touching me, he's breathing on me, his legs on me. Now, we're coming back from a family trip in our 1976 Chevy Nova. 7 of us is in the car because 4 people didn't make the cut. That's how it worked out. And we're driving, we're in there arguing. My mom turns around like, listen, I don't want nobody else talking because you guys can't get along, or you're going to build a punishment until Jesus gets back. I was like, do you know when Jesus gets back? I don't know. Just be quiet. Just be quiet. So we're sitting there like, oh. Now, the only defect to our 1976 Chevy Nova is the passenger side door didn't always latch. My 2 sisters in the front seat, Tisha and Candace. Now, Tisha, she falls asleep against this door. My mom tries to be the red light. She makes a sharp left-hand turn. The door flies open. Tisha falls out. The door shuts. My sister Candace scoots over like nothing ever happened. She was just like... We're all in the back going crazy like, oh, damn. She's not going to be part of the family today. That's it. We get home, my mom's doing this head count, like, where is Tisha at? I was like, yeah, on Main Street. She's on Main Street. We dropped her off on Main Street. Oh. Everybody's family is a little dysfunctional. I believe that. I know this. Everyone has a weird aunt, uncle, brother, sister. We do know this. And if you don't know anyone in your family, then you know it's you. You have to know it's you. That's you. Our family was my dad. He was illiterate growing up, people. Could not read and write. However, still chose to read his bedtime stories at nighttime. Got a little weird. He never read the words. He just looked at the pictures and made up his own story. You know the Three Little Pigs. We know this story. He reads us this story. Now I believe every word he's saying. I go to school the next day, and I'm arguing with the teacher and all the kids. I'm like, listen, man, that wolf wasn't trying to eat those pigs. He was their landlord. He was trying to collect the rent, and they kept running. They're going to get evicted. They're going to get that sticker. Hey, you guys, my name is Kenny Mock. Thank you so much. I enjoyed you guys.